So we just landed. That is a haboob. All that is dust, and it's currently over our house. Just trying to get to the gas station up here, and we're gonna ride it out. Look at this. All right, here it is. Just got into the front face of it. So we'll start out by showing you what you can see, and we'll check it out later. Wow, there's a road up here somewhere. Oh my gosh. Getting the dash in order, and the center console. Just wanted to go over the CAN wires that I use for the TCM. So inside this harness, there's two sets of CAN wires. I don't remember which one's high and low, but white and black from the TCM goes to white and blue, and then white and red goes to white and black. So the white and blacks do not connect together. Brantley and I are in the Jeep. He's being a little foolish little one. I wanted to go over how I got the shift indicator to work. So JL indicator, Cherokee shifter. Now, I've heard rumors or I've seen posts where if the PCM's not programmed correctly, this won't work. But it's power, ground, and data. And I would be shocked if Dodge has different data going to the indicator. If we can use multiple shifters, I would imagine we can use multiple indicators. Now, I do know that for Jeep Speed Shop, you got to tell them whether you're using a Cherokee, Charger, etc., etc. So that might have something to do with it. But on my setup, again, Cherokee shifter, this works. So I bought this plug on eBay. If you're looking at it straight up and down, the left hand here, the white pin is pin 1. Middle is 2. Far right, which is black on this plug, is 3. If you pull this plug off and you look down into the socket, pin 1 actually has a number 1 next to it. But pin 1 is going to be your power feed, which on this shifter is yellow. Pin 2 is actually ground, and ground on the Cherokee shifter is going to be tan, and the far right wire is going to be your data, and that's going to be the white wire here. So I just soldered those up. Now it's all good to go. So that is how many tries it's taken me to print this guy right here. So this is a indicator holder and a shift boot holder for the 16 automatic center cup holder thingamajigger here. So we did have to slightly cut it out. I just did a hack job with a razor knife for now, but this guy will snap in here. I just drew it by hand using some calipers and tracing the shift boot and the indicator on a piece of paper. The nice part about having a bamboo is I'm not too horribly, just maybe $10 in material, but you can see basically I started out doing a 2D, and then I started throwing in these clips that'll hold it into the console, and then I tossed in the holes for the shift indicator. Tried playing around with textures, all that good stuff. So now we can get it installed. So I got the shift indicator in there. I just used some 3mm RC screws for this guy here, but it flushes in pretty well. I'm still kind of working on the shift boot to hold it in there. I'm really curious to see how it works once I get it in the Jeep. And then these are a pretty tight fit. You got to push it in there and then pull the tabs over. I've broken these a couple times, so the final product I might actually make thicker. I've had people ask if I'm going to sell these, and I can. However, I want to try printing some out of the carbon fiber, PLA, and some other materials before I sell them. Because even if I tell you you might break them, somebody's going to break them and get all upset. So I'm not trying to make $1 bazillion, mostly just trying to help everyone out. So basically, it'll sit inside there. I usually will start by pushing in the bottom. You can hear it click. And then pushing in the top, and you can hear that nice click. So it fits in there really nice and snug. Final product is pretty dang clean. I added this fuzzy texture to the sides of it so that it, you know, blends in well. So that's it. Now we get to put it in the Jeep too, but out here just enjoying the scenery. Gotta say hi to the nice Pinal County officer out here. I think it's called Chasing Waterfalls. Meal ticket is gone, but life goes on. I could never imagine something better. Yeah, right. Now you're cooking on high heat in the middle of the street. Roller coaster, take me to a better time. Stuff 4-inch in there with one pad. It's the same height as that ugliness over here. All right, so I'm back at my little flex rock here. Last time I was doing this, we were crushing pretty hard. I did more cutting. Cut inside of there, cut this out, and then I'm not hitting the bump just yet. Let's probably go over here. I brought another pad. Just almost about to touch it. So I might have to still add it. Need to find a spot where I can actually flex it out. Another thing that I did was I took the stock gas tank and I cut it. In half. And then I was able to put my key case skid back on. So at least I have some protection for now. Should work, yeah? All right, we're gonna go test the Jeep out on Elvis out here in Florence. Gonna see what this is all my changes have done. So far it's super nice with the 8-speed. It is just different. It shifts a lot different. Noises are way less. But it's super weird to see it being in, 5th and 6th gear when you're not going super fast. But gonna try to actually do a couple harder obstacles and just see how it reacts, and then just enjoy the weather we got out here. All right, we're at the start of Elvis. I definitely need to get some shocks. Tons of washboard coming out here, and these shocks are blown out, and damn near need a kidney belt to run this thing. So I've been here several times. I came here with the Jeep when I first bought it. I've done this in the Toyota a handful of times. Again, just kind of a shakedown run to make sure everything's working correctly. Right now, coming out here, transmission's sitting at 185, which is exactly where we want it. Turn you around here, it's nothing crazy by any means, but this has been pretty dug out actually, so I might give it a shot. And if it doesn't want to go, I'll just take the easy route for now. It's just me and the family. We don't have any recovery people or anything like that, but I do want to try it. The Toyota just walks this, so realistically there's no reason why the Jeep shouldn't. I mean, for reference though, I mean, it's, you know, ribs high, it's tall, it's dug out, so we'll see how it goes, and then keep on trucking. So we are rubbing pretty good still. So I got one more of those pads. You can see it's hitting perfectly. I'm just gonna throw one more pad in. Well, apparently my track bar bolt hit my new standoff there. So I think it might have pushed this forward and not hit the bump. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. So I wish I had a forklift or a 2-post lift so I could test these things. Alright, so pretty sure none of these do anything justice, just like just like any wheeling video. So for now, we're gonna call it B-roll. wheeling and filming some more. It is hot. I think we've solved the rubbing with that extra little bump because we didn't hear any noises that time around. And I did check on the passenger side, we are hitting the bump finally. So this is a little narrow section. I've done the hard wall in the Toyota. First time I was here in the Jeep, we did the dirt roundabout. I'm not used to full lifts. I'm not used to these big ass tires, so I have a hard time feeling where the rig is at. So I think I can easily fit through this. So that's what I'm gonna do. Look at that. And I can also grab the camera when I'm done. So yeah, that's the dismount for the wall. It's not bad, but being that we're by ourselves, I don't know if this will belly out or not. And yeah, safety first, right? So should climb this one, no problem. Sure wish these diamonds were real. I could be rich. I could be rich. What do you think, dude?
I want to see you go.
Yep.
I want to see it.
Pick up some diamonds. Find daddy some gold. Whoa.
Come.
And we just missed it. I've seen javelinas, usually one or two, but we just watched a flock of like 30 run down the ravine, across the road. Huge ones, the little baby ones, big old pack. Pretty impressive.
I saw one too.
All right, so it's still like 95 degrees. As you guys know, my channel's new. I don't got very many followers, so definitely not sponsored, but I'm using an Insta360 Ace Pro 2. If I would have been using my GoPro right now, it would have overheated every single time. So far, Ace Pro 2 seems to be money for the heat. Hopefully it helps some of you guys. Sometimes people ask, why do you go off-roading? Because you can't get views like this from the city. This is by far my favorite part about Elvis. Taking the family out and getting to see these views. I will admit, when you look at a desert on YouTube, you're kind of like, meh, it's all brown. But if you have any appreciation for the wilderness, once you get out here and realize how small you are, it makes it all worth it. Just finished Elvis Trail. It was a good day. Everyone always finishes off with this rock right here, which it looks like if you can't make it, you stack it. They got a bunch of rocks here, a bunch of rocks over here. So I'm gonna finish off the video doing the same thing. So far the Jeep is doing good, so still getting used to it. I have keep bottoming out the front end, or something is making contact, but I'm not able to find what's hitting exactly. There's about 5 inches of shaft showing, and I don't even know if the shocks have nitrogen in it. So I need front shocks, I need rear shocks, and I need tires. And I only say I need tires because if you haven't watched any of the other videos, this Jeep sat flat forever. And the sidewall is pretty chowdered on here. Hopefully that came through. I'm looking forward to getting out on more trails. I just need to meet some other people and stop wheeling by ourselves. So anyways, it'll be the outro, climbing over this rock, and hope you guys enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, that always seems to help. And if you want some information on the 8-speed swap, shoot me an email and or a message on Instagram, and we'll get you dialed. I will do a follow-up video on the 8-speed after a few hundred miles with an updated parts list as well.